recording now. So I hope everybody has touched up their appearances. Welcome. Thank you for spending your afternoon with us as we go through how to attend the annual meeting from a tablet. And for those of you who always use tablets, if I say something that's wrong or you have a better way, please feel free to chime in. So let me share my screen. And all right. There we go. Oh, sugars. I have the right one. Let me, yeah, let me, no, this is the tablet. I just forgot to change the first screen.
Good. Okay.
Oops. Okay. All right. So for the annual meeting, we are going to ask people to mute their microphones and stop their videos and be in speaker view. And if you're not sure how to do this, we'll cover that. That's what this is for. And this meeting is being recorded, and a link to the recording will be on the Diocese 53rd Convention webpage. And we'll get to as many questions as we can in the time that's allotted. But if you have any questions now, or you think of a question later, just send us an email, give us a call, and we'll be more than happy to help you. All right. We've been in a Zoom world for a year and a half now, so I'm sure a lot of you know these kinds of things. The main thing that I would remind people is to let your homemates know that you are in a Zoom meeting and to limit their movement that goes on behind you. All right. So if you registered for the annual meeting or for Education Day, you folks should have received an email that looks very similar to this. It has the name of the meeting, the date, and it has a button here that says Join Meeting. This is what you will click on the day of the annual meeting to join the meeting. This link is attached to your email address, and only one device per email address will be allowed into the meeting. So if you try to forward this to somebody, the link won't work. Don't worry, we will send out that confirmation email again the day before the annual meeting. Before you enter the meeting, you will be placed in a waiting room that will look very similar to this. And I apologize, it should say tablet view down here. Once your credentials are verified, you will be admitted into the meeting. So once you're in the meeting, that means you have been credentialed and verified, and there's nothing else that needs to be done for credentials. All right, so on a tablet, you should have either a microphone, or this headset says join audio because I didn't have it set up that day, but it will say mute or unmute. And then your video camera will say start or stop video, but that's where the controls are to mute yourself or unmute yourself, and to start or stop your video. This is gallery view, so it means that you're seeing everybody all on the same screen. And that's this icon right here, the gallery view icon. And then the next one is the speaker view, which is one person large, and then you are small. I know I'm going to go quickly through this one because Denise doesn't like that image. The other thing that we will be using during the annual meeting is your virtual hand, because you can imagine with 200 people in the meeting, we're not going to be able to see this. However, when you raise your virtual hand, your picture goes to the top, and we will be able to, and it will be in the order that people raise their hands. So we'll call on people in the order that they raise their hands. So to do that, up here on the top, on the right-hand side, you see an icon that says more with the 3 dots. You're going to click on that. And then this pop-up window will show up. And you're going to click on raise hand. Now make sure you click raise hand and not the clapping hands or the thumbs up. All of these icons down here will disappear after a while, and it will not push you to the top of the list. The only thing that pushes you to the top of the list is this raise hand. So make sure that that's the one that you want to use. Of note, this is a yes vote. This is a no vote. We may have to do a voice vote on something that is not foreseen. So we may use this yes and no. We will also use this one if someone is currently speaking and you have a rule of order that you would like to bring up. In other words, you want to interrupt the person who's speaking. So you would do that using this yes feature, because if you raise your hand, you'll be at the bottom of the list of people who are raising their hands. All right, we will also be doing polls. And so this is what it will look like when the poll is launched. And no selection has been made. So you notice that this is kind of a grayish blue. It's not a bright blue. So that means that you can't submit it until you've answered the question. And once you do answer the question, you notice it's now a bright blue and you can click on submit. During Education Day and during some of the breaks at annual meeting, we will have breakout rooms. And this is what a breakout room will look like. For Education Day, you'll be randomly assigned 2 rooms. And so it will just have an invite saying you've been invited to join, and you click join. On annual meeting day, we may have several breakout rooms, and you can choose which breakout room you want to join. Right now, I think we have lined up a quick centering prayer during lunch and noonday prayer probably during lunch. So it would say, it would have the subject of the room named here, and then you choose which one you want, and then you can click join. If you don't see this, then there's a little icon that says join breakout room, and you can click on that, and then the pop-up window will show up. So again, so if you don't see it, here's that icon for breakout rooms, and then you can choose which one you want. All right. So very quick overview of Zoom and what it looks like on your tablet. So if we could just go through a real quick exercise of raising your virtual hand. So if everybody could kind of go through that. All right, awesome. Okay, you can all lower your hands now. And we will do some polling. Let me do so when we have resolutions, we will ask you to vote yes, no, or abstain. So here is the poll for resolution number 1. Please vote yes, no, or abstain. All right, great. Everybody answered. And here's the results. And now a little bit, we'll launch another poll. This one has 4 questions. So if you don't see all of the questions, scroll down, because you won't be able to submit until you've answered all 4 questions. If anyone loses their poll, on the bottom of your screen or the top of your screen, you should see a polls icon that you can click and the poll should come right back up. All right, we got 5 of 6 people voted and 6 of 6. There we go. Now, we wouldn't do this in the normal meeting, but I just thought you guys might like to see who you folks voted for. None of the above. Somebody doesn't like Disney. Oh, all right. And somebody doesn't like Superman. Okay.
I just noticed this, Ray, that
Yes.
I don't know if anybody else has noticed that before, is when you display the results, it displays who you selected, your answers.
Oh, it didn't show everybody's answers?
No, it shows the numbers, but underneath it, it shows what answers you selected.
Oh, okay. Well, it could be, I did not make this an anonymous, but for the annual meeting, it will be an anonymous, so we won't be able to tell.
Interesting. Well, I'm not opposed on it, but I have never noticed that before with the polls. That's kind of interesting.
Zoom is constantly making changes to their application, so that is actually the next slideshow that we have is some of the features of Zoom. So let me go ahead and share that with you. So if you folks have the Zoom app, these were all taken from a desktop, but it should be similar on your tablets. If you open the Zoom app, this is your home screen. And if you click on your picture up here in the top right.
Why do I still have, why is my screen still showing the ballot? Doesn't it automatically go off?
Oh, I think you can close it.
Oh, there's a little, is that it? No, that's not it. Close, maybe there. Okay, I did it.
Okay. Okay, so when you when you click on your picture, this little pop-up window comes up and it says check for updates. Oh, you know what? I'm sorry, tablets usually update themselves, but for desktop apps, it doesn't. So if you have a desktop, you might want to go through this process. On your tablets and your smartphones, it should automatically update for you, but just in case. The other great thing about Zoom is this little gear here for settings. If you click on that, you might want to make sure that this is checked off, always show meeting controls, because those icons that appear on your screen, if you don't see icons, you have to tap on your screen and then the icons will show up. I haven't tried this on my tablet. I guess I might have to try it on my tablet. But again, like I said, this is for the desktop app. So it might not have this option to always show meeting controls just because the screen is a lot smaller.
Well, it probably does, Ray. I just checked on my phone and it's on the phone. So I suspect it's probably on the tablets as well.
Okay, great. Thank you. Thank you, Danny. The other cool feature of Zoom is if you click on video, right down here, they have a little adjust for low light and you can make it automatic or manual. And I have a window behind me in my office and clicking this does brighten up my face so it's not dark on the screen. So that's a handy little feature of Zoom. The other fun feature of Zoom is backgrounds and filters. So virtual backgrounds, if you notice, I'm on blur, so my background is blurred out. It comes with some standard features like the Golden Gate Bridge and some grass, or if you have a favorite photo, you can upload it by clicking on this plus sign here. Another cool feature is video filters. So again, it's on the backgrounds and filters, but then if you click on the video filters tab, then you can do things like put yourself in a TV screen, or it'll put cool shades over your eyes. Not something that we necessarily need for the annual meeting, but it's fun to play around with sometimes. The other one is down here. It's called Studio Effects. When you click on that, it opens up a box to the right. And if you don't like your eyebrows, you can change your eyebrows. You can give yourself a mustache. You can give yourself virtual lipstick. Again, not something you may need for annual meeting, but might be fun for other Zoom meetings. And then we had somebody ask about profile pictures. So when you turn off your video, instead of it just displaying your name or your initials, you can actually have it display a picture, and that's under profile. And then you hover on the picture or the your name or initials that are here. And then it changes to a pencil, and you go ahead and click that pencil, and you can change your picture, or you can crop, which doesn't give me a very nice cropping of mine. So that is our very quick overview of Zoom and its features, and then the features that we will be using at the annual meeting, like raising your hand, polling, and breakout rooms. Does anybody have any questions? You're all experts right now, right? With Zoom. Okay, great. We got through this really quickly, only 20 minutes. So thank you very much. And again, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us, and we can do one-on-one sessions. We can do a session with your church if you want, but you can also send them to the website, and we'll have the recording up there soon. So if you go to episcopalhawaii.org, this is our homepage. Scroll down, you'll see convention. Click on the Convention 53 webpage. And scroll all the way down to the bottom for the training videos. So yesterday's desktop and laptop computers, the video is here along with the slides and from the two PowerPoint presentations. So after today's one, we'll load the video for that. But this page will answer 90% of the questions that you have for the annual meeting. The budget is out. Go ahead and take a look at the budget, the numbers, and the narrative. And we should have a video on the budget coming out next week, Denise, I think.
Yes.
The budget, yeah.
Should be next week, yeah.
And then the nominees for the various offices, the resolutions that were received within the 45-day deadline. And then if you click on this Education Day, it'll take you to bios of the speakers and the schedule for Education Day, which is being put on by the Reconciliation Task Group. And then down here, we have the registration form, delegate change form. Yay, no shared travel this year. Because we're not meeting in person. And then let's see, and then the Zoom training. All right. Thank you very much. And I hope that you folks have a great rest of your day, and see you on the 23rd.
Thanks, Ray. Can you
Yes.
stay on?
Sure, sure. Take care, everyone. Stay safe.
Thanks.